I actually cleaned off most of my desk for this occasion. So, I want to create a winter diorama scene. Shadow box, I don't know what you call it. So, these are some of the things that I purchased. This is big. That's bigger than what will fit in my little cans. These I got last year. I got that last year. This is a little snowman. We might incorporate him. And I'm going to start this with a sardines tin. Okay. We might use some of the glitters. I'm not going to use, these were for Christmas villages. I only found them at one Dollar Tree nearby. So they're not sticky. They're like a felty back. And they smell really strong like plastics. This is a tin, and inside it I have more tins, but then inside the more tins I have little dudes. So we might use some of these guys. We'll keep the tin full of things. And then this one I have stuff in too. Yep, we have gnomes. We'll keep that one out too. And this. Who knows? Maybe we'll make 5. But I will tell you one thing. I've never done this before, so we might very well screw it up. This is a baking tin. I was thinking about making a scene in that at some point. And then these are just some of the little ditties I've gotten from Dollar Tree over the last couple of years. This fence, this is from this year. I don't ever remember seeing that. These I got from Dollar Tree. Dollar General. I just threw them in there. They slide into each other and lock into each other, so you can make little tree dudes. I have a jar of beads too that I can use if we need. Oh, I like this with the street lamps. We might use that. I like these things. We might need some of these. And then there's some smaller. And then those are cute little trees. More street lamps. Another sardine tin. I might use that. And it's just little stuff. Oh, I like the little reindeer. Him. I want to use him. Another little snowman. He don't need to come out. So the rest of this stuff, I'm just going to stay in here. And I will put this stuff back in. We'll see what we're going to do about the tree. Because I got them little trees over there too. Alright. Now, glue-wise, I normally use E6000 on non-paper adhesion. However, when I was thinking about this project, I was going over in my head what I think. I don't know what I'm going to use. I'm going to use one of these. I just don't know which one yet. What I think I might need for this particular instance, and I wanted something thinner than E6000. So I got this Gorilla Glue. I don't know how it's going to work. It looks like I have to cut the tip of the bottle, and it looks like they've included a little cap on this band. I really hope it doesn't have strong odor. I become really sensitive to strong odors in recent years. Oh, it smells horrible. So I guess I'll try. I'm probably gonna have to cut this with a knife because it's gonna ruin my scissors, I bet. These little knives here I get from the Dollar Tree. They come in a 3-pack and they are just perfect for any kind of destruction that you need to do. So I use them for destructive purposes, except this one obviously does not want to lock. It has this little thing and they lock in place. There we go. All right. So we're just gonna, because I don't think I want to use my scissors. Oh, look at that. I got glue all over but I will use my scissors to cut this off here. So I used some paint. I made some painty paper specifically for this occasion. Now, a lot of people, they like the idea of painting papers. They like the idea of just creating, you know, but then they say, oh, well, how many background things do I need? Well, let me explain my use of painty papers. I use them, I got glue on that, I'll have to get it later. I use them to color my paper with. You might need gray or silver. Have you ever been to a store and found gray or silver paper? And if you did, was it less than $1 million? Because I sure haven't. I sure haven't seen it. So I create my own colored paper. I'm gonna start this. I think I'm gonna try the music pages. All right, y'all. I bought music books that specifically had Christmas music in them, okay, for this event. And the pages, they weren't super, you know, antiqued, but I was like, well, I can work with that, and I can do that myself. I have no clue at all where that book is, that bag that had the, I think I got two. They were two of the same books. So I have no idea where that is. So if one of you has taken it, please return it. It is the week of Christmas, and this video, should everything go the way it's supposed to, is part of a art video hop with Meri from the Meri Atelier. And she does it on the 4th Saturday of every month. And if you look at the list below in the description box, you will see the rest of the clan that you can hop over to when you are done with this video. It is filled with some super talented, super artists that have some really super inspiring ideas. I might put a few clouds on there. I think I got a little bit of white. So we're gonna just add some clouds because it's snowing. So you want it to be snowing. So I'm gonna add a couple little clouds, and then we might add a little bit of splatter, like snow splatter, okay? I never claimed to be an artist, okay? I'm just trying to throw in a couple clouds, and this is going to be the backdrop, so it's not like it's going to be a focal point, so long as I can get it to look right. It really won't be. And you know, clouds, they are always weird shaped, so get weird clouds here. Make that one bigger, I guess. I'm gonna fix that. This cloud thing just kind of came to me, so I wasn't prepared. Go ahead and make the paint look somewhat even, so it doesn't look like I did this with my eyes closed. Okay, very nice. Very nice. Good enough. 2 clouds. Do I have anything? Yeah. I have my little blotter underneath this mat, so I'm just going to wipe the rest of the white off. I'm going to put that somewhere where I remember to grab it, because I won't remember. My favorite glue brush is currently hanging out in some Murphy's oil. And you want to know why that is? Because I forgot it on my desk, covered in glue from my live stream last week. Add some snow. Now there's also glitter on this paper. I don't know if you're able to see it on camera, but you can see it in person. So that when I glittered them, I was thinking of snowy pages too. All right, so let's give this a second to dry while we take a sip of tea. All right, we're gonna try our new weird glue. I have no clue what to expect with this stuff here. It's hard to squeeze the bottle. I'm gonna just go like that because it's kind of thick, so that the paper is probably gonna push it out. It's probably gonna push the glue out some. And then I don't want to ruin my wet paint, so I'm gonna just kind of press it in. I sped this part up because I was trying to do the little pipe cleaner border along the rim of the inside of the can, but that glue just wasn't cooperating. So I add some binder clips to try and hold it, and then I try to do art around the binder clips, and it just didn't work out. So I took the whole thing off, and it kind of worked out for the best because the glue dried a little bit while I was working on the rest of the stuff inside, and at the end the pipe cleaner stuck a little bit better with the glue being tacky instead of liquidy. But yeah, that is really a fight. I was debating on I was like, I'm probably just going to delete this part out of the video, but I figured, why would I do that when you could see my mistakes, because I'm sure that in projects you do, you also make mistakes. But yeah, the binder clips weren't really working out, and they were pulling the pipe cleaner up instead of holding it down, and it just was a big, fat, ugly mess of glue. My hands were covered. The binder clips are covered. I reached for different binder clips, and the place where I reached in, all the stuff in there is now covered in glue. The baby wipes don't really work because the glue isn't really water soluble. But yeah, we do get through it, so spoiler alert, we will survive this mess of video. So I'm going to this is where I take the glitter pack apart, and I start working on the star. So you will see the rest of this now in a normal speed. And I put it right in there, just like that. Push it down some so that it'll stay put. And I believe, let me see.
Is it ready? When are we going?
Alright. That, nope, not ready. Not ready. I don't know if I want to use some I don't know if I'm going to use some of my glitter inside of there with glue as the ground cover. I think I might. I think I like this stuff. Now, I know that a lot of people don't consider this to be like found object art because I bought it from a lot of this stuff from Dollar Tree, but I still consider it to be, in a sense, found objects. So I love doing this kind of work. look at me, I'm saying I love doing it. I've never actually done it. I've never actually done this before. I'm going to take these clips off so we can keep going. And if I have to add that later, I will. I have never actually done one of these before, but I love to see the ones that people have done. So, I've done like little shadow boxy type things, but I have wanted to do this for a long time. I took a piece of packaging once, and it was to, I don't know if it was to a toy or what, but yeah, we'll just put this on at the very end. I don't know if it was to a toy or what it was for, but it was a snowman inside. I'm going to use this just for the faux snow. It was a snowman inside of this little winter scene, so I took the box and I turned the flaps inside so that the snowman was on the inside, and then I glued snowflakes dropping down from the top of the box flap, and it came out pretty cool. That was a long time ago. I'm gonna really glob this stuff in because I want all of this snowy crap to stick. Okay. All right, let's see. Snowy crap. Let me dry my hand a little bit here because my hand is wet. Let's put this in here. It's going to be a mess. And push it right down. Add some more. Now, I don't know what the secret is to getting glitter to stay put. But I'm going to try spray sealing it, later on. Turn that down, please. Okay. I'm going to take maybe this paintbrush that I used and just kind of push all of this down into that glue. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. Just pushing it down so that it all kind of settles in there. Except for the edge thing, this is going pretty good so far. And the edge thing, I can just do that later. Alright, so I'm going to dump out the excess. Very nice floor. That's just such a small amount. I ain't even gonna put it back in the package. Next, on top of the glittery stuff, I am going to put my, just grabbing my little trees. Do I want to use a gnome? We're gonna test out some things, and I do want to use that. And where's my little snowman? All right, y'all. One of y'all stole my snowman. My little snowman, dude. You're probably looking right at it right now, going, "Look, it's right there." We'll find them. We'll find them. This for right now. I'm gonna have to put the rest of that in a Ziploc bag because that is not gonna go nicely. Did I put the snowman back? Ooh, look, it the glue kind of fell back, oozed back, and I kind of like the way that looks. I'm kind of liking the way that looks up there. Alright, so, Reindeer Man, go ahead and shove your feet right in there. With the tree, nah, the tree is going to need some more. The tree don't want to stay. That glitter stuff. Okay. I don't know if what I'm going to do, if I'm going to do anything to the outside of it. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do anything to the outside. I might put, maybe I'll put like a ribbon around the thing and then leave the back the way it is so that when you put it on a table or on a surface, you know, you're not going to see the back of it anyway. We'll play with some ideas. Alright, I'd tip this for you, but I can't because of the way it is, so this is what it looks like inside. That is our scene thus far. My reindeer fell over. Maybe I gotta add a little bit more glue to his... No, he's got some. He's got a... I'm not gonna add any more. Should I add some of these little bitty snow pieces? This stuff is kind of a mess. I do want to put one of these in here. Maybe the gold, to match the gold border I'm putting on. So this stuff is going to be a mess too. Let's move this back. Get all my binder clips out of the way here, Mr. Gnome. Okay. I cannot believe that we are doing this together. This is my first time doing something like this, something on this scale anyway. You know, like I said, what I've done before you could do with paper glue. Once you pull out the big guns, then it's a real project. So we can cut this off, right? And it can go inside of here. Let's see. Oh yes, 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 yes. I'm gonna put some Aleene's. I'm gonna dab this with some Aleene's on the branches. Because again, this is all glitter. I don't know how well this is gonna stay being all glittery like it is, but it's going on there. Now remember too, friends, tweezers are your friend. Okay? Never underestimate tweezers, as I am doing right now. Underestimating tweezers. Okay. Alright, that's probably going to have to dry a little bit before there's some of them that have like fancy, not real fancy, but little, you know, garland pieces in the corner. I won't have room for that. But what I do want to do, what I wish I could do, what I might try and do, what I should have done before we started, but we're going to give it a shot here. Okay? Why have the tools if they are not multi-purpose? I need some holes for some light to come in. Now that brought in a little bit of light, but I might have some Christmas, some fairy lights that I can add in. I might be able to string them on the top maybe, but I don't know. They're kind of a long strand. I would need like a 3-inch piece of fairy lights. But either way, that lets a little bit of something in. And do I want to add some more of this stuff? I don't think so. I don't think so. So what I have left to do is the border, but we are going to let this dry for a second before I do that. Different angle. Maybe this will go a little bit better, so I got to try and see what I'm doing on the other side of my phone. Come on now. I'm going to add a few of these little gold pieces, maybe to be like stars. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, okay? All I know is that my stuff still ain't dry, so we're going to proceed in a vertical manner. And look what I grabbed. I grab the tweezies. That. We'll probably just put a few. I ain't putting... Oh no, I don't want to get the glue on the tweezies though. Like Mr. Reindeer keeps leaning. My Christmas tree was leaning the other way. Okay, yeah, we're not going to put any more than that. Alright, so there are those. Now, the only thing I really have left to do is that border piece, and I am like so scared to try and do that because I'm going to get so gluey. So we are going to, well, I'm not going to be able to do it now anyway because of the situation here. But I do have some other glue I might be able to try. So let us find that. Alright, so be prepared for some speedy uppies because I have a feeling there will be some speedy uppies going on here. Let's see. Maybe if I cut it. Right? If I cut this, maybe? Nah, because how would it get nice in the corners? I just knocked something off my desk. I don't know what it is. I just don't know. I just don't know what. Just don't know what it could be. I'm probably going to speed this part up, y'all, so that you don't have to hear me cussing at this whole thing. Oh, look, it's kind of staying. And I'm not lying. I'm going to see if I can buy fairy lights in, you know, a few inches. A few inches of fairy lights. Because I have some other things that I want to add some lights to, you know. I mean, even if they're button battery fairy lights. Is that going to stay? Is that going to stay? No, not that one piece. It's like, oh, I'm going to stretch right out here. Come on now, stay in there. You stay in there. So, just remember, now you can look at all your packaging different to determine if you could put a little scene inside of that package. Inside of that packaging. If I could get it to adhere to most of it, even if it sticks out a little bit in some spots, that is fine with me. I just want it to stick someplace. So this Gorilla Glue, I don't know if it would have been any different with these 6000, because that can be kind of finicky in some applications too. But I might trim that end off that keeps just flopping up. And you know what, y'all? I am going to call this little scene done. It still has to dry. My reindeer just, you know, it kind of flopped over again. But I am going to call that done. And that was super duper easy. And I want to thank you all for hanging out and for going on the ride with me and for trying this out for the first time, doing something this in-depth. And you will be seeing more of these. Oh, and I lied. I did make other ones before. And I will post pictures of them at the end of this video. Okay? Thank you all. Ta-ta for now. This is the little scene I made a few years back. It is the empty chair. And that's the little poem. Christmas in heaven, what do? They come down to earth to spend time with you. So save them a seat, just one empty chair. You may not see them, but they will be there. I made it. I was looking for a lantern, but I could not find one, so I made it out of a Dollar Tree gift box. And that tree, it will light up. You just have to change the batteries. I made 2 little chairs and I put the 2 itty bitty little wreaths on them. And there's some presents and a tree. Little tree in there. And so that is what I did a few years back. And I made one for my husband, for his relatives, and I made one for my dad.